Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 22 how-to video. Today we're going to take a look at all of the different tree saplings that we can plant. We're going to plant them all, see how long it takes for them all to grow, and then once they're all grown, we're going to see how many of these that we can use the tree harvester that's included with the game to cut and harvest. But before that, this video is brought to you by E10 Marin. Thank you for being a farm baron. So unlike other Farm Sim games, in Farm Sim 22, we have no less than 12 plantable tree saplings. And what I have here lined up are 12 tree planters, each with one pallet of tree saplings of every various type of tree that we can plant in-game. And boy, there are going to be a ton of trees here. All in all, 12 Massey Ferguson 3670s, 12 tree planters, and 12 cases or pallets of trees. Now let's talk about the trees we can plant and where we're going to buy all this stuff from. So if we go to the shop, come down here to Objects, Pallets, Tree Saplings. You can see we have a toggle over here. We can do 20 saplings of spruce, pine, stone pine, birch, oak, willow, maple, pagoda dogwood, shag bark hickory, American elm, cypress, and downy serviceberry. Those are all of the saplings we can plant. We go to Tools, Forestry. We are using the Damcon PL75 sapling planter in order to do that. So let's go ahead and kind of get the process started. This is going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to lower it down, turn it on. Off we go. So this glorious piece of machinery operates at a whopping 5 miles an hour. You notice the F1 menu? We do not have any settings with respect to how far apart the trees are planted. It's just going to space them all out evenly, and I've also spaced all these tree planters out, so hopefully the trees won't be growing into each other, and we'll be able to easily identify which tree is which as they grow through their growth stages. So let me go ahead and get all of these trees planted, and then I'll be back and show you the end result. Then we'll start fast forward in time. Now that we have our fleet of tractors and tree planters all lined up, we can go take a look at our saplings. So again, we have spruce, pine, stone pine, birch, oak, willow, maple, pagoda dogwood, shag bark hickory, American elm, cypress, and last but not least, downy serviceberry. Each and every one of these, at this stage in the game, looks identical. It's not going to last for long. So what we're going to do now is fast forward and see how long it takes for each and every one of these trees to grow to each of its growth states. And then we're going to see how many of these we can cut down with our tree harvester. All right, we're 5 months in. Now I have disabled the seasonal calendar. We are at 1 day per month, and I've fixed the growth, the tree visualization to September, okay? But 5 months have passed, in essence, or 5 days, since we're 1 month per day, since we planted these. Spruce, no growth. Pine, we have growth. Stone pine, nothing. Birch, growth. None of the other trees have growth. So I don't think I need to go through each and every one of them because you can see none of them have growth. Let's keep on moving the clock. February, so we are now 6 months in. We've got some growth, so let's run through it again. Spruce, nothing. Pine, still at where we were last month. Stone pine, still nothing. Maple, still where we were last month. Birch, nothing. Oak, nothing. Willow, nothing. Maple, nothing. We go to dogwood. There we go. We got some growth. We also have some growth on shagbark hickory. We have growth on cypress. And downy serviceberry is at nothing. All right. Let's keep on moving the clock. We're now 9 months in, and we have growth. Spruce has popped to this level. And we can now, should be able to cut these if we want. Yep. Spruce is cuttable at 9 months. Pine is cuttable. Here we have our stone pine. Cuttable. Birch. Looks like it's cuttable. Oak. Willow. Still nothing. Maple. Still nothing. Oh, another thing I missed. We go to dogwood. Here we go. I missed one earlier. You're off. Shagbark hickory. American elm. Cypress. And downy serviceberry. So, interesting enough, oak and willow are still... No, sorry, willow and maple. There's still nothing. Nada. All right, let's keep on moving the clock. So we are 11 months in, and I think we've had some growth here. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think our spruce has popped again. Definitely feel our pine has popped. Stone pine might be about the same. Feel the birch has popped. Possibly the oak. Still nothing. Still nothing on the willow or maple. I think to go to dogwood is still where it was. As is a shagbark hickory, American elm, cypress, and downy serviceberry. So next month we will have been an entire year of growth. All right, we are 13 months in to the process. We have our spruce. Pine has popped again. Stone pine is maybe popped. It's probably still where it was. Same with the maple. The oak may or may not be bigger. It's hard to tell. Willow and maple, man. What is up with you guys? Nothing. Nada. We go to dogwood. Shagbark hickory. American elm. Cypress has popped. And downy serviceberry. Let's keep on the clock. I don't think we're I don't think we're at final growth yet for any of these. All right, we are, I think, 17 months in at this point. So we're January, year 2. And some of our trees have popped. Others have not. So we got our spruce coming along quite nicely. I think it might have maybe one more growth stage in it. Maybe not. This might be its final growth. It's hard to tell. They don't really tell you. You know, you walk up to these, they're not going to tell you a darn thing. Right? Now, then we have our pine. I think it's got some more growth in it. Our stone pine. We have our birch. We have our oak. Oh, we have our seemingly not doing anything maple. Or willow. Seemingly not doing anything maple. Good, a dogwood has grown a little bit. We have our shark bag hickory. Shag bark hickory. American elm. Cypress. And our downy serviceberry. All right, let's keep on moving on. Okay, so we are now in April of year 2. Spruce is pretty much where it was before. Pine has now gotten to the level of spruce. Stone pine, still I believe where it was before. Then we have our maple. Sorry, our birch. Our maple. Our seemingly broken oak. No, sorry. Our seemingly broke willow and maple. Go to dogwood. Shag. Bark. Hickory. American elm. Cypress. And downy serviceberry. All right. Let's keep on moving. We are now 25 months in. So it is September, year 3. Okay. We planted in August, full year 1. We went through August of year 2. Now we're in September of year 3. I am going to declare spruce, pine, and now stone pine. I feel that they are fully grown at this point. These trees, or these bad boys, are tall. And they are in charge. Now, our next set of trees. Birch. Coming along quite nicely. They may also be at full growth. I'm going to just go ahead and fast forward all the way to August again. And just see if they change in height. We have our oak. Feel they are fully grown. And look, finally, our willows have popped. 2 full years, 25 months. We have our willows have popped. Our maples have popped. Then we have our pagoda dogwood. We have more growth on our shark bark hickory. More growth on our American elm, which I gotta feel is probably fully grown also. We have more growth on our cypress. Didn't realize that these were that close together. Then I think we might have a little bit more growth on our downy serviceberry. All right, so I'm just going to keep on moving and see if any of these smaller trees pop anymore. But I think, for the most part, a lot of these trees are going to be fully grown by month 24 and definitely by month 25. Okay, it is now August again. So this is in essence the start of 4th year. We've had no extra growth on our spruce, pine, or stone pine. I feel like we've had no extra growth on any of these trees at this point beyond September nearly a year ago. Okay? Now, I was thinking while I was fast forwarding that in build mode, we can plant trees, right? So we could plant a large elm here and compare it to the elms that grew and see if we felt that they were at full strength, right? We can plant a large downy serviceberry and see if we think it's at full growth. You plant a large pagoda dogwood and see if we thought it was at. The dogwoods are right here. Full growth. You can plant a large shark hickory. Oh, there's one more. Oh no, we can't delete trees. Okay. We can plant a large birch. For reference. We can plant a large oak for reference. There's only 2 willows, large, yep. And we can plant a old pine for reference. There. And that should be pretty much all of the trees that we can plant, right? So what do we think? Service berries are definitely feel they're full height. Are cypress. We can't really plant those, but I feel they're full height. American elm, I feel, is at full height, as well as our shag bark hickory. Pagoda dogwood is at full height. Our willow is at. Is it at full growth? I feel like it's not at full growth. I feel like there's more growth here in this willow. So if we probably moved forward in another entire year, I have a feeling that we'd have full growth on our willow. Our pine is at full growth for sure. Right, so let's go get our tree harvester, see how many of these we can cut down with the tree harvester. I've got a feeling it's not going to be all of them. Got a feeling that we might be limited to just these 3 with respect to the tree harvester. And the rest we would have to cut down with an old trusty chainsaw. So back at the shop, we're going to have to go to forestry machines, and we've got the Komatsu 931XC. It's a tree harvester. We have a Rotney HD or H21D tree harvester, and those are 2 tree harvesters of choice. Let's go ahead and jump in this thing and drive her down there and see if we can't cut down some trees. All right, so let's go ahead and unfold our tree harvester. We're going to change the cut length to 8. Turn on. And let's see here. It has been a while. Cut. Cut. Okay, so these are spruce. So we are able to cut spruce with our tree harvester, not a problem. Next up, pine. Like I said, this is the literal first time that I've used this tree harvester in 22. And I do not like trees. I typically do not harvest trees. Pine? Yes. We can definitely harvest pine that we have planted from saplings. Now we move on to stone pine. Sorry, stone pine. This type of tree is not suitable. Okay, we cannot cut stone pine. How about birch? No. How about oak? No. Willow. Willow. No. Maple. No. Well, thank you. We get the gist here. We go to dogwood. Absolutely not. Shag, bark, hickory. No. American elm. I suspect no. Cypress. Who wants to guess? No. And downy serviceberry. Very likely another no, given its overall shape. No. Once again. So, of all of these trees, 12 different types of trees that we can plant from saplings. Only two, spruce and pine, can we actually cut with a mechanical tree harvester. Oh, now we can cut all these others with chainsaws. No problem. But we're not going to be flying through these with a machine harvester that's going to delimb and everything. So if we cut these other trees, we're going to have to delimb them the old-fashioned way with a chainsaw. We're going to have to cut them to length the old-fashioned way with a chainsaw. So overall, it seems like trees are going to take up to 4 years to get to full growth, because our willow and maple seem to be a little bit behind as far as growth goes. Most of the other trees are fully grown somewhere between year 2 and year 3. And we have 12 different types of trees that we can plant from saplings. So you can really decorate up your farms however you want. We can place trees of certain growth stages. And we can plant trees of all types of sorts and sizes. So guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video or not, if it helped answer any questions you had related to all the various saplings that are available. I don't like forestry. I did it upon this video upon request. It is not a thing that I like to do. Completely fine with trees staying where they are. But I do know other people cannot play Farm Sim without cutting down trees, so this video is for you. That way you now know how often or how long it's going to take for each of these trees to grow. And of these trees, which ones you're going to be able to easily harvest with a tree harvester. So until next time, happy farming.